Okay, I don't know if you heard, but Disneyland has increased pricing, but also come out with an insanely good ticket offer. Like one that I saw and I had to do a double take on because I was like, there's no way that's the ticket offer. So we've got so much to cover here because it's not just theme park tickets that have gone up. You're also talking parking increases, park hopper increases, lightning lane, and even Magic Key annual passes have gone up, but also this insanely good ticket offer. So how's this all balance out? What does this look like? What are these increases? I'm David Vaughn, your buddy who's obsessed with Disneyland, and today I'm gonna break it all down for you, giving you these as well as a full breakdown of what you need to know for 2026 and save you some money. So let's get right into it. Starting off with these Disneyland ticket price increases, the new ticket prices are $104, ranging up to $224 for one park per day. So yeah, that means that you can spend as much as $224 to visit one of the Disneyland theme parks. It's not a park hopper price. So you could go to Disney California Adventure on the most in-demand days for $224 just to visit on that day and not being able to park hop over to Disneyland Park. However, Disneyland has not changed its lowest ticket price. That $104 ticket price is still the same as it has been for years and years. And I did kind of expect that Disneyland would increase the price of that $104 ticket. So I'm glad to see that they haven't and they've kept it the same as they have over the several years. So just so you know, Disneyland does increase and decrease its ticket pricing depending on how popular that day is. So basically, if you go during like a weekday in September, you might pay as little as $104 and you can visit one of the parks, or you can upgrade to a park hopper ticket. But also, if you go during a super busy time, like around the holiday season, you might pay $224 just to go to one of the parks, and you have to pay an additional fee in order to park hop between both part of the parks. So it's just something to know, because also park hopping pricing has gone up. Park hopper tickets are now $70 to $90. So just like I said about pricing increasing depending on the day that you go, it's the same with park hopper. So on less demand days, it'll be less expensive, and on more demand days, it'll be more expensive. So you might pay, if you're doing the math here, $224 plus $90. So we're talking $314 to visit both Disneyland theme parks in a single day. And that's not even including Lightning Lane multi-pass, parking, all of these things. So just something to think about when you're looking at days that you're going. You might go, hey, we want to go during the holidays, but not only is it going to be probably the most crowded, it's also going to be the most expensive. So it might be a time to go during the week on a less demand day. But anyway, we got to talk about Lightning Lane multi-pass. So now Lightning Lane has gone from $36 to $40. That's just the baseline price. So basically how it works is if you purchase in advance, you can lock in that price. So Lightning Lane multi-pass would be $40 at that locked in price when you purchase it with your ticket or before you go. But if you decide to purchase it on the day of your visit, it actually could be more expensive. So it might fluctuate just depending, and we don't know what some of these ranges will look like. Only time will tell to see if Lightning Lane multi-pass will increase to quite a bit more. Maybe during the holiday season, maybe it's up to $50. I don't think we've seen it hit that high just yet. So another reason to lock in your Lightning Lane multi-pass with your ticket if you're planning on getting it anyway. Then parking went from $35 to $40 now per vehicle to park. And then if you want to get that preferred parking and park a little bit closer, that's going to be $60. But there's one more thing. We also have Lightning Lane Premier Pass. So this is that pass that came out recently where you can actually just use Lightning Lanes however you want, and it works also for Rise of the Resistance and Radiator Springs Racers, which are not part of Lightning Lane multi-pass. So Lightning Lane Premier Pass jumped quite a bit. It started off at $299 to $399, and now it is $399 to $499. I have a whole video on that. It breaks down like what it is and how that works, but I should probably link that either at the end of this video or in the description below. So now let's talk about this ticket deal, and then I'll get into what the increases on Magic Keys are. So if you are a California resident, you can take advantage of an amazing ticket offer that's usually just offered for Southern California residents. So yeah, that Southern California resident ticket offer that comes out pretty much every single year and has for years and years and years, which offers different things. This time it's for all of California. So no matter where you live in California, you can take advantage of this. And not only that, not only is it a discounted ticket, it's also a discounted park hopper ticket. And it feels like it's pretty much the same price as a single day ticket. It's insane. Disneyland says you'll save over 50% when buying this ticket. So let's talk about what this price looks like. Okay, so we are looking at over 50% off a 3-day park hopper ticket for both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. So it breaks down to $83 per day or $249. So yeah, you could pay $249 and you can go 3 days. And not only that, but you can go any 3 days ranging from January 1st to May 21st, 2026. So yeah, you can go like in January, and then you can go again in March, and then you can go again in May. As long as it's in that window of time, you can use that ticket. You do need to book a park reservation before you go with your starting park, but it's a park hopper. So after 11, you can park hop between Disneyland and Disney California Adventure as much as you'd like. I cannot believe this is a park hopper ticket for $83 per day. This is gonna sell a lot of Disneyland tickets, especially to people who live in California. And like I said, everybody always corrects me sometimes during these California ticket deals, but it is for all of California, not just Southern California. And then you can also upgrade your ticket to include Lightning Lane Multipass. So if you want, you can add on that $40 and get Lightning Lane Multipass. Sometimes with these offers, if you buy all 3 days, they'll give you some type of deal and discount the Lightning Lane, but I haven't seen the pricing on that just yet. So heads up, you might be able to get that if you're looking when you go to purchase and see. And then also this limited time offer, because it will be limited. Usually they'll sell it for a few months, but sometimes if they sell too many of them, they'll kind of cap it and then they'll suddenly just go off sale. So I do recommend buying it early, especially if you know you want to go. This is going to start beginning December 3rd, 2025. So this is kind of a cool, I think, holiday present if you know anybody who wants to go to Disneyland during this time. There's going to be Disneyland's 70th anniversary. We have the Lunar New Year, which starts in January and usually runs through mid-February. We also got the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival, which is usually like early March and then runs through like end of April and mid-April. So we've got quite a bit of things, and Disneyland's 70th anniversary is going to bring back Paint the Night Parade sometime in 2026. We've also got the World of Color Happiness. There's lots of cool stuff to check out. So just wanted to give you a heads up about that. And then also, if you saw those ticket prices and you're like, well, hey, I'm actually going later next year. I'm not going during this time, or I'm not a California resident. What can I do? Good news is Undercover Tourist does still sell the old price tickets. Now, I only recommend these for multi-day tickets. That's when you actually save. So if you want to get the previous price on the lower ticket price that Disneyland used to offer, that's going to be in the description below, and I will link to that too. And just know that maybe there's an affiliate there, so I might get some little money for that if you purchase through my link. So you might just want to price out some things and see what works best for you. But yeah, there's some big changes for 2026, especially with this offer. Honestly, I think this is going to be really popular, and I think we're going to see a lot of people take advantage of it. And boom, we got to talk about Magic Key, because those annual passes for Disneyland have also increased in pricing. So the Inspire Key went up to $1,899, and that is up from $1,749. So the cool thing is, though, Disneyland has actually decreased the down payment. So it used to be $189 down, now it is $99 down, and then you pay more per month, obviously, because it not only is there a price increase, but also because you put less down. So it's $150 for 12 months if you want the Inspire Key. So that's really only going to be worth it to people who go quite often. And then the Believe Key, that one is $1,474, which is up from $1,374. So the Inspire Key went up about $150. The Believe Key went up about $100. And the Believe Key, also a $99 down payment, or $114.59 for 12 months. So break that down a lot more. The Enchant Key and the Imagine Key have also not gone up in price, but they're still only requiring a $99 down payment. So you may see differences in what those monthly prices will be if you decide to go with those keys. I think I was kind of expecting maybe that there would be a little bit something different added to Lightning Lane Multipass. I don't know. I thought maybe we would see an attraction either get added to it like they have done in the past, since we're seeing a $5 increase, or I guess it's a $4 increase. So I don't know. That ticket deal is actually pretty insanely good. So maybe they thought if we get them a really good ticket deal, that'll be enough to kind of say this is a big incentive, because now I'm thinking about this and I want to take some family members with me to Disneyland, and this is something that maybe I would give them as a gift for the holiday season. So for me, I get this. This is a really, especially that it's a park hopper ticket, that makes it, that kind of seals the deal for me. I would like to see some even steeper discounts for maybe staying on property for Magic key holders. That's always a big benefit to me. Of course, you can go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments below if you have any questions about anything that I just covered in this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And subscribe if you like chatting about Disneyland. I love to hear from you all. We can keep this community going. And right now, we don't know when the other Magic keys will go on sale, so I'll keep you updated about those too. I'm David Vaughn. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.